4,748 yards. He may reach the 5,000-yard mark for his career in this game. We'll be keeping an eye on that all night long. 2nd and 6 inside Keel territory. And another pickup, maybe a yard there, John.
Hunter Pitson coming up, making the stop for Kiel. Pitson, 6 foot, 180 pounds. He's a junior. You know, when you look down that roster of Kiel, Ted, junior, sophomore, junior, freshman, sophomore, junior, sophomore, junior, sophomore, senior. You got to go through about 14 guys before you find a senior on that Kiel team.
So you're saying they've got the cupboard stocked here for the next couple of years.
Yep.
3rd and 5 on the 46. Matthias in the backfield with the quarterback, Justin Klinkner. Klinkner takes a snap. Matthias takes it, tries the right side this time. He's going to be short of the first down, and a 4th down call coming up, John.
Bryce Gullickson coming up. Bryce Gullickson is also a really good running back. He's got over 300 yards rushing already, averages 106 yards per game. But he came up and made a nice play in defense, and it is 4th down territory, Teddy. So 4th and about 1.5 yards.
Well, they brought in some new personnel.
Let's say 4th and about 4.5 feet. How's that?
Well, yeah. There you go.
You don't normally break it down into feet, but this time I'm going to. It's Matthias.
And a first down.
Yep. Kind of drag the defender with him a little bit.
Well, you got one of the best running backs in the state.
Feed him.
Like get him a couple extra blockers.
Ezekiel Elliott thing, just feed him. Why not?
You know, you're talking about that
5,000 yards. That's amazing.
5,000 yards?
It's incredible.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show, my friend.
All right.
And just tell you just how special that is.
And remember, 17-game regular season win streak for Two Rivers.
And a big hole. And the run, that time they give it to Logan Hansen.
No, Christian Piles.
Excuse me.
Christian Piles.
89, not number 88.
6 foot, 265 pounds, Christian Piles. Look at this.
Well, and look at the blocking.
I know, the huge hole. It's about the biggest tailback we've ever seen, isn't it?
6-yard pickup for Piles. Brings up 2nd and 6. On the ground once again. This is Max Matthias, the younger brother of Chase.
5'9", 195-pound sophomore. Another one of the great wrestling family members. And he gets a first down. So they're moving the chains, doing it all on the ground right now. Like I mentioned, they do have the wind at their back if they do throw. And as you mentioned, Cameron said that's going to be going pretty steady all night long.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the teams, if it affects the teams very much.
Right.
Sometimes, that wind, it affects it quite a bit.
Yep.
But
Passes
for a good tight pass,
right,
it doesn't matter. And on the ground once again.
Matthias straight up the middle. Coming up, number 10, Harrison Zorn, who's having a big year offensively. He comes into this ball game with 22 catches. You know, one thing you'll see at this level, just because of enrollments between 400 and 500, lots of guys playing two ways. I mean, quarterbacks playing linebacker and different things like that.
That's a numbers game.
Absolutely.
Looking at a school with under 500 students enrollment.
Keep your best athletes on the field as much as you can.
Klinkner.
Nice pass.
Man in the slots. And
Zach Corte.
Close to a first down. I think a little short there, John.
I think so, too.
Zach Corte, the senior.
And if there's a measurement, are we wagering? No, there's not a measurement. It's 3rd down. 3rd and about 1.5 feet. We broke out even last week, correct?
I think so.
Okay.
There were actually 3 measurements last week.
I know there were.
I think the last one was so close neither of us wanted to.
We just didn't want to touch it. No. I didn't want to have to owe you 2 pizzas from Gallagher's. I know that for a fact. Because I know one thing, you would hound me until I paid for those pizzas.
You betcha.
I know that.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. 3rd and 1.
Matthias. Coming up making a nice play was Bryce Gullickson. But he's got the first down, I believe, where the official is standing.
And they are into the Gallagher's Pizza red zone for the first time tonight.
You know, there's big controversy all week long after Aaron Rodgers' injury about natural grass versus the artificial. This is old school natural grass right here, isn't it?
In great shape.
Yep.
And we were here before the season.
Right, for the pregame
We did
special.
a pregame special to introduce our schedule for the season. And it looked great this summer, and it looks great even now. Here we are, midway point of the season,
and
week
just
5.
a great setting here with the woods behind us and everything.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 17-yard line.
Play
Clicker
action
to the air. Oh, and that's dropped.
Had his man, boy, tried to make that quick little move before he really handled it, huh? Zach Corte. Nice pass, nice time, nice play action.
I was watching the official on that because he kind of had it.
I know.
He started to make a move.
For the fumble part?
And it wasn't a fumble. He didn't have control.
Yep. So 2nd and 10 from about the 16.
A fast-moving first quarter.
Oh, my goodness. Incredible. Full stack backfield. Wow. There's the big man again.
I'd say so, and right up the middle once again. Good for about 5 yards.
Yeah, I think about 5, yeah. Again, 265 pounds coming at you right there. Take a look at this, Teddy, with that full house backfield. knocks Matthias, who's about 220 out of the way. So 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Chase was trying to hold his block. Took the brunt of it. 3rd and 5.
Again.
Piles.
Dives. He's going to be close.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to try to hurt. He can't do that in high school.
Hurdle.
Yeah. And I don't think he did, but he kind of lifted up.
He did go airborne. Right
he did.
There. Yeah,
a little bit.
Little bit.
Very short.
Hey, he's 265. If he wants to go airborne, you let him go airborne. Okay, Teddy?
I'm just saying a flag might come out. We got a 4th and 1 coming up, though.
Yes, we do. Short mark. That's a very big man to go airborne. 4th and about a foot.
Yeah, sitting on the 7-yard line. And they're just packing it.
Yeah.
Up against the line. Klinkner will take it himself. He's got the first down.
Not by a lot. Tell you what, this Keel defense, they react really quick. But it's just the size factor really in some ways right now for Two Rivers with the way they're moving it.
So a 1st and goal coming up.
At the 6, just outside the 5. Klinkner comes over to get the play. Good-looking quarterback, though. 6'2", 185, 68% passer so far this season, was just incredible. 796 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's also a great runner.
Let's see what they'll call up here. It is going to be a 1st and goal. The ball is sitting on the 5-yard line.
That's stacked backfield again.
And on the ground and fighting, and
still fighting.
And he is in.
Wow.
Well, it took a while, but touchdown, Two Rivers.
Wow. Well, that's
And
Matthias for you.
Chase Matthias with his 71st rushing touchdown of his career.
Incredible. Unbelievable. 71 touchdowns in his high school career. That's amazing. Gets the 2 lead blockers. Just kind of an isolation. But look at him. Look at those legs, Teddy. Look at that. That was incredible, just keeping those legs moving.
And the extra point is good. So the first points of the game belong to Two Rivers. 7-0. You're watching Showdown on TV 32. $7-0. Two Rivers leads Keel. Ted Stefaniak, John Mina with you. An impressive drive by Two Rivers. Had themselves in a situation with 3rd and long, a couple fourth
downs, you bet. But boy, that stacked backfield, that's so tough. You had 215 and 265 in the backfield. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Talk about lead blocking by some big fellas.
Yeah, taking advantage of that size on that drive, no doubt.
And using up a lot of clock. Only 3:47 left to play here in the first quarter. Let's see if Keel can get something going against that wind right now again.
Daniel Carlin to kick off for Two Rivers. And that goes to the end zone. So we'll step away one more time. You're watching Showdown on TV 32.
Kiel at the 20.
So Keel, after that kickoff, starts out 1st and 10 on their own 20. They go to the air, and nice pass and a
Really
first
nice
down
pass.
pickup.
Yep, Brandon April with the catch. He's got 20 catches so far this season, 315 yards, and he's also the leading tackler on the team. So that's what I was saying about the two-way players with these teams. Leading receiver, leading tackler.
Ball up to the 34-yard line, a 14-yard pickup for April. Velker.
The sweep.
Handoff, little jet sweep, still on his feet, and off to the races. The 40, it's a foot race to the 30, the 20, and nobody's going to catch up. Touchdown, Kiel.
That was incredible. Harrison Zorn taking it on the end around and taking it the distance. Wow, from the 34-yard line. That's incredible. Look at this, Teddy. It didn't look like that promising early on, and then all of a sudden, he comes out by himself, eludes a block right there, and then keeps. I thought 7 was going to run him down, just couldn't get there. Wow, what a big play for that young man. And he's one of the guys that's going to be featured at halftime, right?
You
in our
betcha.
halftime report.
Harrison
His family.
Zorn.
Wow.
Big time.
Blocked.
That is.
They really came through.
So Two Rivers.
It looks like it was Matthias with the block.
holds
Chase
on
Matthias.
to the lead, 7-6 after the blocked extra point attempt.
Boy, what a run by Zorn, though. I thought that was going to be a gain of about 3, and then all of a sudden, that's all you saw was the white shirt zipping down the sidelines.
Hey, U.S. Cellular is giving away $20,000 for a distraction-free vacation. To enter and for official rules, go to 20kvacay.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. And we go back, John, and take a look at that touchdown run once again.
Yeah,
and just look at the blocking.
I know, but okay, so right about here, you thought, okay, gain of 2 or 3. And then all of a sudden, he just pops out by himself, somehow gets by that guy, and then just puts the Jets on. And you're right, it was a foot race, plain and simple. And he takes in for the score. Incredible. Was that 66 yards? If I do my
66
math.
yards. You got it, my friend.
Hey, let me tell you something.
37 seconds after Two Rivers scored.
I had advanced general math.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not just regular
I could
general math.
tell.
I had advanced, okay? Just so you know. So I'm your numbers guy.
Here's the kick by Keel, fielded at about the 15-yard line.
Matthias with a little bit of a hurdle himself. Boy, these teams are aggressive, though, aren't they? Just the way they're coming at each other. So pretty good return, though, out to about the 32-yard line. Just inside 3 minutes to go. A great first quarter so far.
Hey, our Down and Distance tonight brought to you by our friends at Gandrid West Mason Value Center. Find the right vehicle at the right value for your money. Complete inventory online at gandridwest.com.
So a little bit more of a wide open offense coming out this time. The one man in the backfield with the quarterback. That's Matthias. Gets the handoff and doesn't get much at all. Just got past the line of scrimmage. We'd seen that stacked backfield with the 3 running backs, including the big 265-pounder in the backfield. This time they came with 2 wide receivers wide to the left.
Well, we didn't even get to mention, how do you think Keel will respond?
We didn't have time.
After that touchdown.
I was going to bring that up, to be honest with you. That's how they responded. Might be a big blocked extra point, though. We'll see how that plays out.
So 2nd and 9. Klinkner
Quick
out to
bubble screen.
Max Matthias, and he's
He's
got
got room. He certainly does. Driven out of bounds by Brandon April. So a big play right there, taking it into Keel territory.
You're looking at Max Matthias, a sophomore, by the way.
Yep. 5'9",
Look at the size
195.
of this sophomore coming
Right,
at you.
right. That's outstanding. Has he got a future? I still can't get over the 5,000 yards. That's amazing.
Not there yet.
No, I know, but I mean, just to have a chance at that is incredible. For his brother.
Chase, who lines up in the backfield with the quarterback Klinkner. They put Max Matthias in motion. Hand off to Chase, and Chase has an opening. And he's going to be shy of the first. And he dove, but his knee hit.
Hunter Pitson with the tackle. That was a big tackle because if he'd kept his feet right there and he had that momentum, that would have been tough to stop. He would have been rumbling. So it's right at the 45-yard line now, 2nd and 4. Again, a little bit more of a spread offense, Teddy. 3 wide receivers to the left and 1 to the right. So 4 receivers out there right now, single man in the backfield. And he gets it. Matthias, gain of about 1.
Well, we talk about the success that Chase Matthias has had throughout his career, and you have to imagine every opponent.
Yeah, we got to stop this guy.
Starts with, okay, how do you slow this guy down?
Absolutely, somebody shadows this guy every time.
Yet he still has success week in, week out.
They have. I saw the pre-report. 5 former players here, all playing at Stevens Point. Did you notice that?
Well, we talk about, how close these teammates are.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Yeah. And they all went to college together.
They're all going to college together.
Here's that stack backfield again. There's the big man.
Piles.
Hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll be short. It'll be another 4th down. 4th down and about a yard, a long yard.
Inside a minute remaining in this first quarter.
Which might set a record for the quickest first quarter we've ever had, isn't it? It's like a running clock.
It's ticking away.
We've had running clock games that are longer.
We've had some longer games this year, that is for sure.
What was it, the very first one, right, Nina? Over 3 hours?
10:50.
Yeah.
10:50. Or not 10.
9:50.
9:50. 10:50 on the East Coast.
Yes. Very good, Eastern time. And in the UP.
So here we go. They're going for 4th and 1 again, John.
Matthias,
Chase is going to get around that corner, and he does. First down. And picks up a few more yards.
He's still not down. Wow. I'll tell you what, you got to get those knees on the ground, because if you try standing him up and stopping his momentum and waiting for a whistle, that's not going to happen. Incredible leg strength. Just incredible. Look at him there.
Look at the 2 brothers, Chase and Max.
But look at this. Everybody thought he was down right there. Just keeps fighting. Wow. He gained about 6 or 7 more yards after the initial contact.
Strength, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't skip leg day. 1st and 10 from the 34 now. And Klinkner keeps it himself.
Stacked up after a gain of about 2, and that should do it for the first quarter. Good first quarter of action.
7-6. It is 2 Rivers leading Keel in this Eastern Wisconsin battle. Glad you can be with us tonight. You're watching Showdown. Now back at 2 Rivers High School on another beautiful night. We are at the midway point of the high school football season. Week 5, and we got a good one. 2 Rivers. Kiel, both Raiders, in a 7-6 ball game as we begin quarter number 2. Ted Stefaniak, John Mina with you tonight.
And we certainly have been lucky weather-wise, haven't we, Teddy?
Let's keep that rolling
all
the way through November. Klinkner takes it himself, looking for a hole.
Taken down by number 2, Hunter Pitson. Once again, coming up and making the stop. So 3rd down for 2 Rivers. Gain of about 3. So 3rd and 3. Ball on the 27-yard line. And see if they come with that stacked backfield again. Nope, they're spreading it out a little bit. 2 wide receivers left. 1 wide, 1 in the slot. Matthias in the backfield. Oh, inside reverse.
And they get it to Max, who's still on his feet on the far side of the field, inside the 10. A flag comes in late after a big pickup and a little trickery.
Absolutely. They hand it off to Chase. He does the inside handoff to Max and had plenty of room. We'll see what the late flag was.
Flag on the plate.
I don't see the officials looking to move the ball backwards at all. So 2 officials are discussing it. Got the white hat over there. Let's see what the call is, Teddy.
5-yard face mask on the defense, half the distance to the goal, first down.
5-yard face mask. You hear that wind?
I did not hear what the call was.
Yeah,
I heard the wind.
5-yard face mask, unintentional face mask.
Patrick Latour, our head official tonight.
So that moves it to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal from the 4.
Inside the Gallagher's Pizza red zone, and it is which one? Chase. Chase has got it.
Gets it close. Down to about the 1.
28 the ball.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. And I would take my chances with that backfield if they're going to gain a yard here. What do you think, Teddy?
Yeah, I think they feel pretty good about where they're at right now.
I would. You got that stacked backfield once again. You got 265 and 215 in the backfield with you.
Different plays here to work with. And Piles will take it this time, and he's spinning.
And he's in.
Touchdown, Two Rivers, as they go to the big guy, Christian Piles, the junior, with the score.
Another methodical drive. Just really keeping it on the ground, nothing fancy, going with the stacked backfield, spreading it out a little bit at times, but not looking to pass against this wind. That was a very impressive drive once again by Two Rivers.
They've used Piles a few times in this game. The extra point. And that is
no good.
No good.
So both teams missing an extra point so far in tonight's ball game.
13-6. We'll step away. You're watching Showdown on TV 32.
Teddy, by the way, a very special birthday to announce. This lady has been a noon supervisor in the Two Rivers Public School District for over 30 years, loves her job. She used to toss the football around with the boys before they became so big, they say. Happy birthday to Max Gates. Happy birthday, Max Gates in Two Rivers.
Happy birthday.
Got some other scores starting to come in. Kimberly leading Appleton East 7-6. Bayport 21-0 over Manitowoc. So happy birthday, Max.
We won't tell you who gave us that message.
No, we will not. We're not saying if it was the athletic director.
Not at all. Brian?
Because we
You
were
wouldn't say anything
sworn
about
to
Brian.
secrecy.
That's right.
Yes. We won't go against our word.
That's right. Happy birthday.
I could see me being a playground supervisor, playing football, and being really competitive.
Here's the return on the kickoff. A nice return for Keel.
Very nice return. That was number 10, Harrison Zorn, with the return up over the 30, close to the 35-yard line. Mark it at the 34. So let's see if Kiel has an answer.
Well, the last time they had the ball, they broke loose for a 66-yard touchdown
in
run.
this exact spot, just going the other direction at the 34-yard line.
This will be a little shorter. This will really be 65 yards.
Yeah, give or take. Give or take. You don't use binoculars all during games, do you?
I don't.
I'm impressed with that.
I rely on you, my friend.
Okay, is that what it is?
Eagle eye.
All right. All right. Okay, we'll just go with that.
So Keel on their own 35. Cade Velker, the quarterback, looks to the near side, has
Got
a
a
man.
man.
That's Connor Camp. And Camp to the 45. And
Close to a first
very
down.
close.
Very close to a first down. This might be a measurement, and I think it is. I say he's got it, Teddy. And I will wager a Gallagher pizza.
Well, let's see where they spot the ball first.
I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah, it's a first down.
Okay. Teddy owes Johnny a pizza.
What? Wait a minute.
You missed that part. You weren't paying attention? Okay.
I was paying attention. Kyle, our producer, engineer, graphics person, audio. No, wait, you're not doing audio tonight. A little bit of everything. Came
Aren't
up
you
to fix
impressed I bought
TV.
the crew lunch tonight?
Yeah,
Aren't you
thanks.
impressed with that?
Thanks,
Including
Johnny.
you?
Everybody appreciated
Yes.
that. Thanks, Johnny.
I thought you'd say, no, I don't need one, Johnny, but yeah, I'll take a ham, please.
I ate two.
I'll have a combo.
It's from mine. I'll take two.
Nice run. Nice spin moves right there that time.
Close
Bryce
to the 50.
Gullickson. So I mentioned he's averaging 106 yards per game coming into this game. 319 yards on the season so far.
Led the team last year as a sophomore. He was the leading carrier and rusher on the team.
As we mentioned, I'm looking at it once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only see 6 seniors on their entire roster. Their entire roster. And that's incredible. We saw one of their great teams a few years back. Remember then that team went on to the state championship, got beaten in the finals.
And Velker to the air. That hit the defender in the helmet.
Had a chance to be picked up. Brandon April was the intended receiver that time.
Yeah.
And I think that one may have
Andre
sailed a little bit
McPherson?
because of that wind. Once again, we got a pretty strong wind going here tonight. And it's going from right to left on your screen. And it did. That one just kind of took off a little bit. That sailed. The air got under it. So 3rd and
6.
6 or 7, huh? About 6. Ball on the 49-yard line.
2 receivers to the far side. Volker
Has his man.
and a first down. Turns the corner. He's looking upfield and across the 30-yard line. A big run after the catch for the Keel.
You talk about yak, huh? Yards after the catch. That's exactly what they got there that time.
That was number 10 that time, Harrison Zorn.
Yes, it was. It was hard to tell there with the jersey. He was ripped up.
Zorn was the one that had that long
66-yard touchdown run. So it moves it to the 27-yard line. So Keel now
27.
almost in the red zone. Where do they have to get for your Gallagher red zone, Teddy?
inside the 20-yard line,
Okay.
John.
All right, just
the opponent's 20.
All right.
They're sitting on the 27.
First man. That's Bryce Gullickson once again with the carry. Not a lot there. The inside once again, number 1, Max Mathias. You see that guy making a lot of tackles. You know, those wrestlers, though, are great defensive linemen. They know all the angles. They know how to get deep, get underneath, get low. I mean, you told me that about when you were a wrestler, how you would, your techniques and everything.
I was never a wrestler.
Okay. Thought you were at one
Not good
time.
enough, my friend.
Thought you were younger. I thought you said you were into wrestling.
No.
No?
No.
By the way, talking
the
about
other Teddy
wrestlers,
you work
from
with.
a wrestler. Remember Mr. Kennedy,
Mr. Kennedy.
the professional
Kennedy.
wrestler? He's a Two Rivers alum.
Very nice.
He
Is he
was
here
a Raider.
tonight?
I don't know. I'll find out.
2nd and 8. And Gullickson.
Slips and then goes down, and once again Max Mathias with the stop. Only a sophomore, 5'9", 195, playing on the nose. So very little gain. So ball now just inside the 35-yard line, 3rd and 7. And again, this clock just keeps moving, doesn't it? Not many reasons to stop it. Both teams so heavily on the ground.
And most of the passing, they've been completions,
Right,
staying in bounds.
exactly, staying in bounds. You're right.
So 3rd and 7 from the 24.
Single running back in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 right.
Volker may have changed the play there. And the lefty lets this one go into the end zone and a little too far.
And again, Teddy, I think that wind got under it and just carried that thing, because he was throwing right where that wind gets underneath that ball. And instead of coming down where you with the amount of strength you put into the throw, and you've got that little computer in your head as far as how far you have to throw it.
Yeah.
And I think that wind is taking it about 3 or 4 yards further than just get exactly
underneath
and just sails.
Yeah.
Yep. There's no question, because that is still a very strong wind coming from right to left. So 4th and 7.
Yeah, he's not missing that badly.
No, but no.
Knowing what this guy has done this year, 12
absolutely.
touchdown passes.
841 yards passing already. Yep.
So you got to play the wind in this one tonight.
Really do.
Velker. And
nice throw.
went over the top of one man, found another for
Brandon
a first
April.
down. Wow, what a great play.
Great play.
First down for Keel inside the Gallagher's Pizza red zone.
And being a lefty running to your left like that, that's a big advantage. But there was a lot of traffic there, a lot of black jerseys around him. But he did a really nice job, and wind doesn't affect it when you just throw it on a rope like that.
Well, and I thought he had overthrown his receiver.
Right.
But he wasn't
going for that
underneath.
receiver. I know. I know exactly what you saw, too. I saw the same thing. He kind of appeared out of no place.
It's a great pass. And second time he's done that where he's kind of dropped it in
Absolutely.
over the defender or his own teammate.
So ball basically at the 10, just outside.
We'll call it 1st and goal from the 10. Gullickson.
Ball carrier is number 5.
Gain of about 3 before getting stacked up.
Now my number 32, Miller.
One of the big defensive linemen coming in there, Trevor Miller, making the stop. Or linebackers, actually. So 2nd and 7, or 2nd and goal from the 7. You know, one of the things with these two teams, though, Teddy, like this, I mean, they're so, just physically, they seem very well matched, don't they? Size-wise and everything.
They do. And they know each
And
other
their style of
very
play,
well.
right.
Oh, some movement. And see, who's this going to go against?
Came on the near side here. And
Good ball. Defense.
Offside, Two Rivers. Whew. Again, if you want to know what that wind is like, there you hear it, folks. Right there. I can't tell you a thing he said.
Let's go down to Patrick Latour, head official, for a check on the weather.
Just open your mic and we will know. So second goal from the 4 now.
Gullickson in the backfield with him on his left side. They fake the handoff to him. Volker looks into the end zone and has a man.
Incomplete. Had him in the back of the end zone. Not sure if it got tipped or not, but it bounced off the receiver. So that'll bring up 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. Okay. So I would assume they're going for it and not kicking.
Well, it's third down.
Oh, it's third down. I'm sorry. I thought it was 4th down.
Third down
my
on
bad.
the 4. Yep.
Wow.
It's third down territory, Johnny.
All right. But it's also 4 down territory, Teddy. That's what I was thinking about.
Third and goal. From the 4, Gullickson direct snap and hit hard as he got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a yard there, John.
Max Mathias once again shooting the gap, coming through and making the tackle. He is all over the place, and there is no gain whatsoever. 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. He is so quick, so tough, so hard to get a body on him. It's incredible.
Here we go.
Big play for Keel. Big play for the Two Rivers defense.
So Volker has 2 receivers to the far side. One to the near side. Fakes to Gullickson. Goes up top, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kiel.
Going to his big wide receiver. Just a huge body out there. Grant Mons.
That was a jump ball.
Yeah, it was a jump ball. And he's 6'5", so I will take my odds with him, my chance with him anytime. And a nice touch on the part of the quarterback to keep it within his reach. So Kiel now with a chance to tie it up. Their first extra point attempt was blocked. Two Rivers' second extra point attempt was wide.
Blake Gardner.
Let's see if he'll tie it up.
Gardner. And the extra point attempt this time is good. So we are tied. 13-13 in Two Rivers. You're watching Showdown.
Kiel 13, Two Rivers 13.
So
4:11 remaining in the half.
Two great. Every time somebody scores, the other team, you want to say, how are they going to respond? They responded extremely well. We still haven't seen a punt in this ball game.
We have not. I'm not sure you're going to see one in this game.
I'm not sure either.
With these two offenses.
Yeah, this is the type of game that we imagine they'll coming in, kind of smash-mouth, hard-nosed teams. And that's exactly the way they're playing out here tonight. On a nice night, except for the wind.
The wind just knocked
Two
Two
Rivers. It did, exactly. I was looking for Nina in our pregame show. I needed some Aquanet. Yeah. Hair was all over the place. Did you notice that?
Emmett Langenfeld will do the kicking. I didn't notice that.
You did?
No.
Yep.
With the kick.
Take it and down.
Yep, and we'll step away. You're watching Showdown on TV 32. 4:10 remaining in this first half. 13-13. Two Rivers has the ball as they begin this drive on their own 21-yard line.
Jas Mathias with the carry.
So Justin Klinkner, the quarterback for Two Rivers, is into the wind here the last
Yes. Nick
4 minutes.
Moot, number 58 for Kiel, with a big tackle that time. He's 6'2", 260 pounds. He's the biggest defensive lineman they have over there. And I'll tell you what, he wrapped up one big tough fella and took him down that time. That was one of the best defensive plays for Kiel so far in this ball game. Holds him to a gain of 1.
Two Rivers.
And again, with that clock just keeps ticking away. That's incredibly fast first half.
Going to be home early tonight, John.
I guess. Play action. Nicely set up. Flag comes out. Took it up to
Max
the 40, but a
Mathias.
flag came out in general. I don't know if that was going to be a block in the back or somebody legally downfield, but the ref was pretty demonstrative when he, and as a hold against Two Rivers. That was a good-looking play, though, the way they set that up, wasn't it, Ted?
It was.
That was outstanding.
They got the ball up to the 40-yard line, but
that was one of those plays where, when you watch film of the other team and you say, okay, I've got the perfect play against this defense. Oh, no foul in the play. Okay. Where you say, going in, you say, we got to play against this defense that could work.
Well,
and it did. It did. No question. That was a specially designed play. You could just tell against that defense. Really well set up. Bring it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, the officials got together on that one. There was quite a discussion.
I like that when officials try to get it right. If somebody saw it a different way or anything.
So fresh set of downs.
Play action once again. Plenty of time. Nice time.
Has a man. It's Matthias.
Oh, what a throw.
Goodbye. Touchdown. Two Rivers. They regain the lead.
Against the wind, that was a perfectly thrown pass. Matthias comes out of the backfield, basically runs a fly pattern straight down the center of the field. And that quarterback just dropped this in there flawlessly. Watch this. The fake to Matthias. They forget about him. Just runs straight down the field. Boom. You want to talk about two tremendously designed and executed plays back-to-back for Two Rivers. That was incredible.
Second receiving touchdown of the season for Chase Matthias, who does the majority of his work on the ground.
Between the tackles. And showed some wheels, didn't he? Ooh. It is good. That was almost blocked. The extra points have been an adventure tonight, but that one goes through.
20-13. Two Rivers has the lead just like that.
Oh, wow. Every possession, somebody has scored, right? If I'm not mistaken. Have there been any turnovers on downs? I don't think so. No.
What a good ball game here in the Eastern Wisconsin Conference. So glad we could be with you here tonight.
And it's a conference I don't think gets enough pub, Teddy. It's almost like a little bit of a forgotten conference in some ways. And they play really tough sports in this conference.
They've got some really good athletes here. Football, wrestling, baseball, you name it.
Absolutely.
Hey, let's talk about our friends from Bellin. When we get knocked down, it takes a team, an extraordinary team, to help us heal like a pro. For your bones, muscles, joints, and everything else that makes life move, there's only Bellin Health. Bellin Health, the official healthcare partner of Sports Showdown.
Talk with Mark Hughes on my radio show today. Mark was one of our great friends, comes to so many of the games, and talk a little bit about the old Achilles injury and everything. And I guarantee you, every trainer, every sports therapist loves watching a game like this on absolutely natural grass fields. They really do. At least this time of year. Come November, it might be a different story.
Big
nice
boot.
Kick against the wind. Down to the 10. Taken to the right side. Harrison Zorn. Another nice return past the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
Zorn's a guy you got to keep an eye on. 3 kick returns for touchdowns last year, already 1 this year, so always a threat.
No question.
Our replays tonight, they're brought to you by Simon's Cheese. Experience the best of Wisconsin at Simon's Cheese, Little Chute.
Okay, our next bet that we have will be for a grilled cheese sandwich and a glass of chocolate milk at Simon's.
Talk about that. I want to talk about our next game,
well,
which
that too
is going to be at Little Chute.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to that game.
They played some great football this year.
Little Chute hosting Fox Valley Lutheran next week here on Showdown. Nowhere to go on that play.
Defense really collapsed nicely that time. Took him down. Little Chute doesn't have many down years, it seems like, right? They're always up there. They just get some tough kids there at Little Chute.
When you talk about fun conferences, that Northeastern Conference.
Yeah.
And actually, this is the last season for Two Rivers in the Eastern Wisconsin Conference. Realignment next season will send the Two Rivers football team to the Northeastern Conference. So they'll be taking on the likes of Little Chute,
Wrightstown.
Denmark,
yep. Freedom.
So 2nd and 9 from the 38.
Wow, lots of time. Nobody open, though. Nobody open.
Here comes the pressure. Matthias missed. Still had enough time to connect with a player.
Is that a lineman? Was he eligible? No, he wasn't.
There are 3 flags. It's laundry day right now.
Ben Keenbaum, number 54, was an offensive lineman. made a nice catch and run, but yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen a number 5 catch a pass. It's an incredible job of staying alive by Cade Valker.
But he was calling for it.
And then did the yellow fly.
Benjamin.
Wow. I don't know if we've ever seen that before.
Well,
have
he's
we?
the center.
Right.
He was open.
He was wide open. He ran a great route.
Sometimes you just ask for forgiveness.
Absolutely.
Was I not supposed to do that?
Absolutely. Yep. Okay. You know, he can just give us the motions from now on. I don't think he has to try to even describe what it is. The way they, unless we put a windscreen on it. So 3rd and 15 now.
Well, again, you
For
got
Keel.
the wind at your back right now.
Right. I'm just impressed how well he caught that football and ran with it, though. I'm being honest. I mean, he doesn't catch passes in practice.
You don't know that.
Well, maybe not.
Calling for a man.
Oh, what a throw. Knocked away. Bang, bang play. Nicely done. Derek Klinkner, I believe, with the play on defense, number 2.
Edward Lemieux, the intended target.
And that was a heck of a pass. Watch this. I like the way this quarterback throws a football. I mean, he had it right on the money and just knocked out at the very last second. Big play.
The defense.
Yep, number 2, Derek Klinkner. So our first punt of the ball game comes with inside 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, I don't think you want to mess around with it here.
No, you don't want to get no.
Down 7.
No, that penalty really killed them. Good looking punt. Two Rivers going to let it bounce inside the 20, inside the 15, down to about the 12.
All right, so that's where Two Rivers will take over, and that'll give us a chance to check out tonight's Smile Cam. Smile Cam brought to you by North Star Dental Group, changing your life by changing your smile. Go check out Dr. Pete Appleton.
Parents'
and
night here at
Sheboygan.
Two Rivers, which is very cool. I always like to see that. Always fun. How come they didn't ask me this week? Last week I was
were on last week.
Yeah. They said,
Too much airtime, John.
is that what it was?
Yeah.
They said they had a lot of people say,
We
man,
pay
we
you
want
by
to
the
see more
camera
of that.
shot."
We want to see more of Mino's teeth. I had a lot of text on that.
There you go.
I did.
I bet you did.
I did.
So starting on their own 12-yard line, 1:39 remaining in the half. Klinkner.
Matthias, the left side, gain of a couple. Another partial score we got coming in. This is a big one. A lot of people have been wondering about this one, Teddy. Nagani, 13-12 over Kingsford.
Is that in Wisconsin?
No, it's the UP. It's Nagani Miners against the Kingsford.
Oh.
Kingsford.
Nimrods.
Nope. Nope.
Midgets.
Nope. 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 Give me another one.
Kingsford.
Kingsford.
Charcoal.
No. Well, very good. That's where it is made.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's not it. And to take it over the right side, but the defense pretty much stacked him up after a gain of about 1. Inside a minute to play, and Two Rivers going to call a timeout.
That'll be
On
their
3rd and
first
7.
Called timeout of the half, so we'll have 2 more.
First person to text me with the nickname of Kingsford gets a pizza from Teddy.
Kingsford. That's not true.
Yes, it is
That
true.
is not
It's true. It's true. It's a name you've never heard before in all of sports, I believe. The UP has some great names. See, here it is right off the bat. Right here. Read it.
Oh, the Flivers.
Flivers.
That's right.
The Kingsford
I
Flivers.
think we've talked about this.
I know we have.
Probably
You just don't pay
at least
attention.
Once a year.
Yes. And you know what a flivver is?
A charcoal.
No,
maker.
it's a type of car. It's a Model 8 car. Henry Ford used to have his cars made up there.
And that's what they were powered their cars by. Charcoal.
Charcoal. Yes. So, well, we'll just go with that. Okay. We'll just go with the whole charcoal thing, Teddy. You a charcoal guy or the gas grill? You seem like you'd be a charcoal guy.
I used to be.
Okay.
Used to be.
Takes too long, doesn't it?
Well,
yeah.
I've gone to the flat iron grill.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're big time. Look at you,
I enjoy that.
Mr.
nowadays.
Suburbia. Wow. You're not in Kansas anymore,
No.
are you, buddy?
No.
Wow, big time. Kimberly leads Appleton East 21-6.
3rd and 6 here. As we get
Quarterback
back
keeps
to play.
and makes a nice play action. He completes it to Zach Corte for a first down. Big play, stays in bounds, and they call another timeout. I believe,
the
it will
clock
stop, but I thought he was, nope, okay, he didn't. He kind of looked at the official, one of the guys did, and then he said, nope, we're just going to go. So up to the line of scrimmage really quick.
Momentarily on the chains moving, so it starts up again. And
Under
Klinkner,
pressure, gets away.
And
no. Receiver had his hands on it momentarily, went up for it. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 32-yard line.
And they still have
28
timeouts.
Right, still 2 timeouts left, 28 seconds left. But what a nice job of getting away from that defender, because there was early pressure right there. Oh, he had him wrapped up and did a nice job getting away. Threw a pretty good ball.
Grant Munns had him.
Yeah, absolutely. So now there is a timeout. Another partial score coming in here, Teddy. This is a big one in the Valley. Fond du Lac leading Kaukauna 14-10. Fond du Lac, we saw play and lose a heartbreaker against Kimberly last week. And then Kaukauna with that really tough team this year. You know, that's the thing with Kaukauna. They play all these teams, you know, so much bigger than them. They get with the playoffs, and they play against their own size.
Yep, we're going to see them in a few weeks against Appleton North. Hey, from our lot to your driveway, our tools help you find vehicles quickly and easily. Win Ford, your trusted Ford dealer. So you're seeing the time.
Yeah, I've never seen that before with a
That's for the timeout.
time. Yeah.
That's a timeout clock.
That's
people
cool.
ticking, so
Do we have that every week? We don't have that normally, right? I mean, not that I don't pay attention.
Every once in a while you'll see that.
I feel
See it more
I
in
feel
the-
shame. I'm sorry. I didn't know what that was.
So now you're seeing the exact time.
All right,
remaining.
28 seconds left to go.
28.1 seconds.
2nd and 10. Pressure again. Wow, escapes again.
Bias ran deep down the field. Klinkner will keep it himself, and he's got the first down, stays inbounds.
Yeah, but you know what? That was a smart move on his play, Teddy. He could have run out of bounds, but I'm sure he realized, okay, I've got the first down now. Clock's going to stop anyway. Let me get about 5 or 6 more yards.
But you've only got 17.7 seconds remaining, so you might be, looking at another timeout here.
De Pere leads Southwest. Green Bay Southwest 35-0 right now.
We saw that De Pere team in the first week of the season. Very impressive.
Very impressive, and the type of team that we thought is going to get better. We saw them against Neenah, which is a really good team. And the way their quarterback throws the football, I think, is just outstanding. Just incredible. Very, very, very talented quarterback for De Pere. So the ball now sitting right at their own 45. You got the first down. You're going against the wind. And I got a feeling Kiel's safeties will be about 25 yards downfield by the time this is snapped. I'm just really impressed with that quarterback, aren't you, Teddy? His maneuverability, his escapability.
Without a doubt.
Outstanding. And we talk about the running backs all the time, but this Justin Klinkner, he's something special, I'm telling you. I don't know if I was a college recruiter, I'd be looking at him. Great size, 6'2", 185, great wheels, great arm. Seems like he's got everything you really want.
There's quite a few players.
Offside. No
that
question
college
about
scout
that.
you're looking at.
Yep. Must have done the hard count that time. And he got the defender to jump. Jackson Bartz, I believe, came first. So that brings it up to midfield with 17 seconds left to go. So they're inching closer to, potential Hail Mary. I mean, they still need about 15 yards, you would think.
And again, into that
wind. That's what I mean, yeah. But maybe if they got to about the 35, they would have a shot.
They do have one timeout remaining.
So 1st and 5 for midfield. Play action.
Out to the
Gets his
sideline.
man, gets out of bounds real quick.
nice
Chase
job.
Kellner with the reception.
Kellner, the senior, came in with 13 receptions. A couple of touchdowns this season.
Quarterback's got a real quick arm. You notice that quick release? Really gets rid of it in a hurry. Has something on it. So that's the 42-yard line now.
These are good
With
quick
16.
plays to the sideline.
Yeah.
Quick hitters.
This is a very, very impressive looking offense.
Well, 17-game regular season win streak.
It's not a fluke.
Got to the state semifinals last year.
First and 10 from the
Who was that team that got beat by again?
Catholic Memorial. Everybody.
That's always that roadblock, isn't it?
So first and 10 from the 42, and Klinkner again.
Again, nice job getting it down. Okay, now they got a shot, Teddy. Once again, Chase Kellner with the reception, 12 seconds left, and they are on the 31-yard line. So you got a chance now to put it in the end zone.
We'll take a couple more little shots here.
But it's within distance now with the arm that this young man has. He could lay it out there. And Keel has to be saying to themselves, okay, down a touchdown at 2 Rivers, okay, we can handle that at halftime. You don't want to go down 2 scores.
Looking for a stop here in the final 12.8 seconds remaining.
You have to think he's going into the end zone in this play. All the receivers going, oh, and he's sacked from
And
behind.
now you'll have to use your last
Yeah.
timeout.
And I'll tell you what, he had been getting close, but hadn't gotten to him. And that's the big Grant Montz who caught the touchdown pass. 6'6", 190 pounds. Perfect size for a high school defensive end. So, once again, that's where you need to protect. But look at Montz was not even stopped or slowed down.
That's a
Huge play. Yep,
Yeah.
it really does, because now it brings it back to the 35-yard line, about the 36-yard line, actually.
Yeah.
I would say they're right on the edge of being able to get into the end zone, wouldn't you, against this wind?
We'll see how they want to play it.
Other scores, I got this one, big one, Teddy. Luxembourg Casco at halftime, 21-7 over Little Chute.
It's a big game.
That's a big game.
Big game. Hey, all things gold, silver, and platinum. We are Fox City's experts. Fakes, Fox Valley coin and diamond. Yeah, Little Chute 4-0
Right.
coming into this week.
The Spartans don't have many down years, though, either.
Don't.
They just don't.
They're 3-1 coming into this game, so
Some great matchups tonight for the midway point of the season.
all right, 6 seconds remaining in the
This
half.
will be the last play unless there's a penalty.
Klinkner will take off running,
Clock is expired.
and he'll take it back to the middle of the field, and that will do it for a very entertaining first half here in the Eastern Wisconsin Conference. It's 2 Rivers leading Kiel 20-13. Glad you could be with us on a Friday night. Stick around. Your NBC neighborhood reporter Preston Stober coming up with a couple of stories on each community. That's coming up next. You're watching Showdown on TV 32. Back at 2 Rivers High School, it is halftime with 2 Rivers leading Kiel 20-13. Very entertaining game here in week 5 of the WIAA high school football season. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Preston Stober, the NBC 26 neighborhood reporter, helping us out tonight. He takes care of the Lakeshore for us. Preston, what do you got for us tonight?
Yeah, guys, the Matthiases and the Klinkners, 2 names that you've probably said a good amount tonight. They're both sets of siblings on 2 Rivers. I was able to talk with them this week about what it's like to play with your brother out here on Friday nights.
But I know if I don't make it, I got my brother right behind me. He'll be there to make that play every single time.
I think it's kind of cool to just be out there with family and having a good time.
Running back Chase Matthias and quarterback Justin Klinkner make up the dangerous backfield for 2 Rivers. But this year, they share the field with their younger brothers Max and Derek.
We'll be doing a tackling drill, and whoever can rip the dude down the hardest, whoever can get there quicker, it's just like every little thing's a competition.
In a previous game, Justin, who also plays defense, had the chance to lead block for Derek as he returned a pick 6 to the end zone, something his younger self could only dream of.
Growing up, obviously playing catch the football with my dad, probably getting into a couple fights over football, so now we're actually on the same team. It's kind of cool how that correlates to the actual field.
The Matthiases have a similar memory of Chase actually pushing his brother Max into the end zone. The Klinkners and the Matthiases both say what makes it so special is what it means to their parents.
This is what they've waited for this our whole lives. They wanted to watch us compete together and dominate on the field together.
Memories that will last a lifetime for all 4 boys.
We'll tackle the running back together, and we'll get up, and we're all hyped. We're jumping around, clapping. I don't know, every game, it's memories every single game.
And those memories they're still making even tonight, fellas, as they're out here flying around. We've already seen them all make plenty of plays. I know Chase Matthias had a couple touchdowns here. So back to you guys.
Preston, appreciate that. Great job. We'll check back with you here a little bit later at half. And I know you've got a great story coming up on our friends from Kiel. It is 20-13 at the half. Two Rivers leading Kiel in the Raider Bowl. Now we're officially at the halfway point of the season.
Of the season already.
Fourth
Wow.
week halftime of a 9-week season. 4.5 weeks into the season. We got a good one here in Two Rivers tonight. 20-13, Two Rivers leading Kiel. Let's go back down to our sideline reporter, neighborhood reporter, Preston Stober. You know, he handles Manitowoc, the Lakeshore, Two Rivers, Kiel. He's got everyone covered on the Lakeshore. Great to have you with us again, Preston. I know you were in Kiel as well as Two Rivers this week.
I was. From one sideline to the other. Kiel, their leading scorer of all time is Ken Zorn. And we've seen his son Harrison out here making a couple different plays. He has the pleasure to now watch Harrison play on Friday nights. But Harrison's not just playing for football. He's playing for something a little bit more.
Friday night football is the best. And I often told Harrison, you will never forget these Friday nights. And I miss them too.
A testament that Harrison took to heart from his father. A man he says he draws inspiration from as he looks at his dad's name on the record board.
Every time I walk into school, I always look up there and say that I want to beat that one day. After school, every day, we're always out there throwing it around. So I think that's really helped me with some of my success out here. So really grateful for my dad.
Throwing sessions that Ken will never forget.
Just the little things. It's just, as a father, it's just amazing.
But for the two Zorns, football is no longer just about records or even wins for that matter. As this past Monday, Ken's mom, Harrison's grandma, passed away.
My mom had a special connection with Harrison, I believe, and Harrison is really dedicating this season to playing for Grandma.
I just dedicate every rep, every snap to the people that I'm playing for, and I try to do my best for her because I know she would want me to be out here playing football, doing what I love.
As Ken sits in Kiel Stadium, where his late father and mother always sat, he believes they now have a different view.
I am sure that my parents are both watching up in heaven from this point on, watching Harrison.
And yeah, guys, Harrison reminds himself who he's playing for every day. He has a wristband where it says GZ, that stands for Grandma Zorn. And he's out here playing his heart out today. He already has scored a touchdown.
Yeah, pretty impressive touchdown. Yeah,
a 66-yard touchdown run to get Kiel on the
nice
board
job
earlier tonight. Absolutely, Preston. Yeah, appreciate you helping us out once again. Of course, NBC 26 sideline reporter and NBC neighborhood reporter. You cover not only Two Rivers, Manitowoc. You've been pretty busy all along the Lakeshore since your arrival.
That is true. I've really been enjoying it. Got to see the beaches. You know, I think I have one of the most beautiful neighborhoods, not to throw any of the other MMJs under the bus, but it's been very fun, yeah.
You spent some time at Showdown Beach?
I have been able to. I've been able to get out there. You know, I am from Ohio, so I'm a little bit south, but I'm still a little bit cold to the water. The water's still pushing me out a little bit. Pretty chilly.
Yeah, I don't blame you. How's that wind down there on the field? We were down there in pregame, and it was blowing pretty hard. Looking at the flags on the goalpost behind you, doesn't seem like it's subsided very much, has it?
It hasn't. It's still blowing, and both teams have been running the ball a lot. I don't know if the wind has anything to do with it, but it is still kind of blowing down. It comes in gusts, but it is still blowing pretty gusty down here. That's
okay.
For sure.
All right, Preston. Well, thanks for your
help.
Nice
job.
We'll check in with you a little bit during the second half, but thank you for all your help tonight.
Sounds good.
We've got to take another timeout. It is halftime where Two Rivers leads Kiel tonight, 20-13. Got some highlights for you coming up next. You're watching Showdown. Good one in Two Rivers tonight. The Two Rivers Raiders leading the Kiel Raiders 20-13.
Exciting ball game. Yeah. One punt in the first half.
Two Rivers trying to stay undefeated. Kiel coming into this one 3-1. Let's go back and take a look at some of these highlights, John.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, fireworks started early here in Two Rivers. You know that big man right there. I'll tell you what, he is one of the toughest running backs you will find. Chase Matthias is his name, 6 foot tall, 215 pounds of solid muscle. But I'll tell you what, Keel came right back. How about this young man that was just featured? Harrison Zorn taking it the distance, 66 yards for the touchdown. So that great story that Preston did about him and his dad and his grandmother. And then this big man, Mr. Piles, 265 pounds, taking in for the score. Nice job on the part of the quarterback, playing a little jump ball with his big 6'6 receiver, Grant Mons, for the score. The extra point was good this time, but they were all tied up at 13 apiece. And then late second quarter, back comes Two Rivers. What a beautiful setup on that pass to that big man, Chase Matthias. He's not just big and strong, he's fast, takes it the distance, and that's the difference in this ball game so far. 20-13, Two Rivers over Kiel in a very fast-paced first half.
Yeah, it's been very entertaining as these two teams battle for the lead here in the Eastern Wisconsin Conference. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll get the second half started, not only to this game, but the second half of the season here in the 2023 WIA football season. Back at Two Rivers High School, where they lead Kiel 20-13 at the half. And Johnny, we've been keeping an eye on all these great players tonight.
Right, number 28 there being one of them.
Chase Matthias. He's got 2 touchdowns. He's got a rushing touchdown. He also has that receiving touchdown, but kind of keeping an eye on those rushing yards. 43 rushing yards tonight, which is pretty low for him, the way he's produced yards. Remember, we said coming into this game, over 4,700 yards. When you look at the the Wisconsin Football Coaches Association website,
right,
and you look at the all-time leading rushing yardages in the state all-time.
Yes.
When you are in the 5,000 yard mark, that's when you get
Very
into the state record books.
Yes. Wow.
And Chase started this game 252 yards shy of reaching 5,000. So I'm not sure we're going to see it tonight.
Well, he now has 700 for the year. He came in at 661.
Yeah.
He's added 40, so he's at 700 yards rushing already midway through the season. Came into this game averaging 9.3 yards per carry, 165 yards per game.
Yeah. I'm not sure he'll get the over 200 yards here in the second half, but he's going to get there sometime this season, and he will be
rarefied.
I think there's only 46 other players that have ever got
history
5,000 or more rushing yards in their entire career.
Unbelievable.
In the state of Wisconsin.
Unbelievable. In all the years I've been playing football in Wisconsin. Oh, I got some stats here. Kiel, 6 of 11 passing, 74 yards. Two Rivers, 8 for 10, 144 yards. And the touchdown rushing, 76 yards for Kiel, 118 for Two Rivers.
Kiel in their white uniforms kicking off and kicks through the end zone. So Two Rivers will start the third quarter at their own 20-yard line.
All right, we got a good one going here, Teddy. I'll tell you what, the surprising thing that I think so far is the fact that each team has really, both offenses were rolling. Then all of a sudden, both defenses got really tough and really stout. And like the big sack, I think that really killed the potential scoring drive for Two Rivers on their last drive of the ball game. So both teams making big plays when they need to. Quick toss, right side, Matthias.
Chase Matthias.
Oh, look out.
And
look out.
on his feet. He'll cut it back to the middle. And brought down after midfield. Well, I was questioning whether he would get a lot of yards here in the second half.
What a way to start for Matthias. Holy cow. And like I mentioned, he came into the ball game averaging 9 yards a carry. Where's the flag? Oh, right at mid. Was there a little bit of a face mask?
May have been.
May have been. That's what I thought I saw. And and against Kiel. So unintentional once again.
29-yard run
for Matthias.
Yep. By the way, Patrick Latour, our head official tonight, working with Patrick Lewis, Brian Clemo, Don Dumas, and Luke Doberstein. So ball up to the 44. And
toss once again to Matthias. Another flag comes up.
And this might
thrown
be a
in
late
the backfield
hit on the quarterback. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
here.
He's down. He took quite the shot. And he's getting up slow. Nope, he's holding against Two Rivers.
Oh, no.
But you're right. I did see he was getting up slow. He took quite a shot. after the play. So that'll move them back.
Some of the Two Rivers players
on the other side
questioning that as well. But
wait a minute. Nope. Yeah, he's going the wrong way. Okay. Hey, it's a tough job, but the official literally started marching it off in the wrong direction.
Got a couple of steps and realized.
That's right.
Keel may have helped him out, too.
Wait. It's like, what? So that brings us all the way back to the 46-yard line. So now it's 1st and 20 for Two Rivers. And that one incomplete. Looking over the right side. Or the left side, rather. Excuse me. You know, one thing about this Two River offense, though, I mean, this quarterback is outstanding. I mean, he's so nimble. He's got a strong arm. You got Matthias. So any team down the road, I mean, the Keels of the world know them. They played against these same kids for years. But when it comes into the playoff times, you're taking on somebody from the western part of the state, and they haven't faced something like this. That's got to be tough.
And Matthias on the little pitch.
Yeah, nice job that time by Ben Keenbaum making the stop. Keenbaum, of course, with one reception in the first half.
We always wonder
from his center position
how the teams come out after halftime talk and what adjustments you make.
No gain on the play that time. So 3rd down and 20. Two Rivers has not punted for the ball game. See if they can keep that streak alive. Once again, riding a 17-game regular season win streak. Amazing. And it wasn't many years ago that this program was really suffering, really need to get something going.
Their first conference title last year after a 32-year drought. Here's another one.
Open.
Over the middle and caught and a first down. What a play by Two Rivers. Klinkner connecting.
Boy, you talk about threading the needle. DeAndre McPherson, 6'3", 180-pound wide receiver. Again, this quarterback stands strong in the pocket and lays it right in. Once again, he had to get over a defender, Ted. He had to float it over the defender and into the arms of the receiver. What a play on 3rd down and 20. Wow.
McPherson, 5 receptions coming into this game and came up with a big one right there to keep this drive alive. Got the ball down to the 30-yard line now.
Sticking with the air.
Deep pass, looking for
Well
Matthias,
covered.
and that is incomplete.
Really nice job defensively that time.
Chase thought the contact was there a little bit too soon.
Bryce Gullickson on the defense. Really well covered. Although in the game we saw last week, we were seeing guys well covered and still the receivers making big plays. Wasn't that incredible? What we saw in that ball game last week between Fond du Lac and Kimberly?
Well, let's give so much credit to the offenses and all the work they do in the offseason and playing catch and weight room. These defenders are also getting after it.
You better believe it. Well, again at this level in this division, a lot of those wide receivers, when they go on defense, they're covering the other team's best wide receiver. So 2nd and 10, ball on the 30-yard line for Two Rivers.
We got Matthias.
Quarterback draw. He's got room.
Wide, and Klinkner will take it himself for another first down.
Up to the 15-yard line. Gain of 15 for Klinkner. That was a design play. Got the receivers going deep, putting it wide open. Now going no huddle, coming right up to the line of scrimmage for Two Rivers.
And Chase
looking
Matthias
deep again.
Now
Now scrambling.
Klinkner will just throw it away.
Yep. Under pressure that time. Had time, just nobody open. And did a good job of getting rid of it. Number 58, Nick Mutin, was coming in on him.
These last few plays, they've had Chase Matthias split out.
Mullen, rather.
wide.
I'm sorry. Nick Mullen. Yeah, they did. Yep.
Klinkner will bring the play in, so a 2nd and 10 coming up on the 26.
And going to the air quite a bit here in this first drive of the second half.
Well, Matthias moves back next to the quarterback for this play. Fake the handoff to him.
That's
And a
Pyle.
catch and a touchdown for Two Rivers. Christian Piles with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
6 foot, 265 pounds. I'll be honest with you, Teddy. I thought I was seeing things when I saw him line up in the slot. I thought that can't be the 265-pounder lining up in the slot, is it? But it was. Wow. Look at that, right in the slot. You see that, Teddy? Right there. Runs his pattern. Pitch and catch. Defender falls down, and he just waltzes into the end zone. And knocks somebody down just when he's just leaning on him. Wow.
His second touchdown also has a 2-yard run in this game. And now the extra point attempt.
Does it come through? It does. Wow.
So 27-13. Two Rivers extends their lead. 9:37 remaining in the third quarter. You're watching Showdown. And Two Rivers extends their lead. 27-13. Ted Stefaniak, John Mino with you. An impressive drive. And really, it was all keyed off that 4th and 20.
Yeah, no question.
Down
Yeah,
pass.
just a beautiful pass on part of the quarterback, Justin Klickner, to hit his receiver, and they really went to the air. That was not something I was expecting. You mentioned that, Teddy. What do you expect coming out in the start of the second half? I expected, a healthy dose of Matthias and the running backs and things like that, but they came out and just started throwing that football around and did overcome that big 15-yard penalty, or 10-yard penalty, rather. So on 3rd and 20, they picked up the big first down. That's really propelled them, extending their lead to 27-13.
Digging into that playbook tonight. So here's the kickoff by Two Rivers. Fielded around the 15-yard line, back up the middle, fighting for the 30, and that's where Keel will begin this next drive. Well, the down and distance tonight brought to you by Gandrid West Mason Value Center. With a no-hassle, no-haggle philosophy means you get one low price always. Shop GandridWest.com today.
Harrison Zorn with the return that time up to the 30-yard line. Look at that special teams coverage team was coming strong in that play, didn't it, Teddy? A lot of black shirts in their face. We talked about this a little bit. Two Rivers for years, almost Minnesota Vikings colors. The last couple of years going more with the black with the gold trim.
Well, they're sharp-looking uniforms. No matter who they look like, they look sharp tonight.
Looking for the deep slant, just missing his receiver. And that was Brandon April, the intended receiver. Came into the ball game with 20 catches, 315 yards. He's also leading tackler on the team, as I mentioned earlier. So biggest deficit of the night for Kiel. They've never led. They've tied at 13. But Two Rivers has scored the last 2 touchdowns. And honestly, Two Rivers seems to be getting stronger as the game has gone on, hasn't it? Since about midway through that second quarter.
And that drive was against the wind.
Yep.
Well, they kept it on the ground for the most part. Now Velker and company for Kiel, they do have the wind for the next 9:20.
Bryce Gullickson with the carry, very short yardage, gain of about 1. So bring up 3rd down and 9. Official timeout. Player down for Kiel. And not sure who it is, but the trainer's out there looking at him.
Hey, talk to Zach. Talk to Zach right now, bud.
I believe it's number 77, Owen McNatt, who is down for Kiel.
Okay, so
hope he's okay.
Yep, they're checking on him. So while they do, we'll step away. You're watching Showdown. .9:13 remaining in the third quarter. We're in an injury timeout at
Kiel
the moment.
player
One of
down.
the Kiel players is down on the field. The medical team attending to the player.
I want to see him jump up and jog off the field. That's always the best sight in high school sports when that happens. So we're really hoping that happens here. With 9:13 left to play in the third quarter, 27-13 lead for Two Rivers. Will be a 3rd down and 7 coming up for Kiel. As he waits to see what the outcome is going to be here. So the Kiel players kneeling.
See the concern on the
whole staff
Kiel
and
players.
Okay, now he's sitting up, which is a good sign.
And the medical team out there. Yeah, you're right. To see him sit up.
Right.
Positive sign. And they're just going to let him take his time getting up. And safety, of course, key here. And the injured player, Owen McNatt,
right,
the right guard, is on his feet. And
he's being helped off, though. He's not putting much, he's not putting any weight on his left foot, it looks like. Hate to see that, but at least He is up.
So
I'll take that.
Medical team will
Yep, you bet.
attend to him on the sideline now, and hopefully Owen's going to be all right. Love to see him back in the game, but if not, very soon.
5'9", 200-pounder. He's a junior, one of incredible number of juniors on this Kiel football team. Just incredible.
And they've played
number.
so well tonight.
Absolutely, against one of the best teams you'll find in their division. So
now
here we go,
Kiel's
3rd
gonna
and
have to
7.
make some adjustments now, losing their big starting right guard.
They need to get something going. They need to keep the ball out of Two Rivers' hands is what they need to do as much as anything right now.
But this is a 3rd down, a 3rd and 7 from their own 33. And
Quarterback
Belker
draw.
will take it
He's
himself.
not going to get much.
And a 4th down. Oh,
Well, now he's still on his feet. He popped out of there. Wow.
It happened on
and
the
got
far
the first
side.
down. Well, that was incredible. I thought he was down for gain. Well, actually, it's Gullickson who took it. He did not get the first down. I'll bring up 4th and 1. Okay, I'm going to have to take another look at that one if we got it today. I'm not sure what happened on that play.
We thought he was stopped.
Yeah.
And we thought it was
We
Belker.
thought it was a quarterback. So
Well.
he's got it. And he flipped it.
Oh,
It fumbled.
it hit the ground.
Hit the ground. Wow. That was incredible. High snap of the punt. Gets
here.
it off. And he'll get inside the 40 to about the 36 or 7-yard line.
We'll step away. You're watching Showdown.
So Two Rivers offense has really been humming since midway through that second quarter, and it's not showing any signs of slowing down. Max Matthias, the 5'9", 195-pound sophomore, picks up about 12 and gets another first down. Kiel's defense needs to stiffen right about now, Teddy. They're going to let this one slip out of their fingers. Down by 2 scores, and Two Rivers, as I mentioned, showing no signs of slowing down. Good blocking out there. Gets the big gain and the spin move for a couple extra yards.
Well, the younger Matthias brother certainly made some big plays in that first half, and now starting this drive.
At about the 47-yard line now of
with
Kiel.
a nice play.
Halfback pass.
And
Open.
Chase to the air, has a man and connects.
Zach
inside
Corte.
the 20 and near the 10-yard line.
Zach Corte with the reception. Well, Matthias has done a little bit of everything tonight, hasn't he? It's incredible. Now it looks like Corte is down. And they'll come out and check on him.
Yeah, he landed awkwardly on.
Yeah,
when
he
was
did.
tackled.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I thought he was going to go the distance, to be honest with you, at one point. It's a nice pass by Matthias.
Yeah, caught from behind. And
let's take another look at that one there, Teddy.
Yeah, Chase Matthias, you said, has done a little bit of everything in this game tonight. There's a nice ball.
Yeah, just held up a little bit. Again, that's against the wind. That's against this strong wind. It's probably 20 miles an hour at least. And that's what held it up a little bit.
And
Corte is sitting up.
Yeah. Yeah, the defender coming in.
Right.
You know,
and now he's on
nothing
his feet, he's
malicious
walking
there.
off. No, not at all.
It's just the way Corte hit the ground and coming off under his own power. So that's good to see. And again, they'll check on him. So
Zach Corte, 6 foot, 150-pound senior on this team.
But inside the Gallagher's Pizza red zone now.
At the 11. Stack backfield. First man through Matthias. Not much there. Gets to about the 10. Bring up second down. They can get a first down at the 1. Right now they're at about the 11.
Under 8 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
So again, Kiel really needs to get a stop here. One way or another, they've got to get a stop. There's that big stack backfield with piles of 265-pounder in there. Matthias right side. Looked like he had a hole, and then he got stopped at about the 8-yard line. Ben Kienbaum making the stop for Kiel. So they'll bring up third down. Take another look at it here. Big lead blockers. Kind of runs into his man that time. Knocked his man for about 4 yards downfield. Yeah.
It doesn't matter who's in his
no,
way.
whoever's in his way, he's gonna do something. So 2nd down and 7 from the 9-yard line. Or excuse me, 3rd down and 7. So here we go.
And a little difference.
Oh, yeah, wide. Oh, wow, they got a receiver flanked far left. Looks like a bubble screen.
They go underneath. They put it in the hands of one of their receivers. And a 4th down coming up. Going to be about 3 yards shy of that 1st down.
Yeah, and that was Max Mathias with the reception right there. But that's the first time I've seen that formation. They had a wide receiver almost to the sidelines on the far side. Tried to really spread it out, open up that defense, and then come back with the screen, with the bubble screen. So 4th down and timeout is what it is. 4th down and a timeout by Two Rivers. Ball on the 7-yard line.
Well, all those great replays you're seeing tonight, they're brought to you by Simon's Cheese. Experience the best of Wisconsin at Simon's Cheese, Little Chute. And speaking of Little Chute, we're going to be in Little Chute.
Okay.
Next week,
How
next
perfect.
Friday.
Little pregame meal, you and I.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese
You ever have a
sandwiches
grilled
and
cheese
chocolate
sandwich?
milk.
Oh.
Yes. You on?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
You know who's buying? You.
Johnny.
You. Teddy's buying. Come on, you're a sales guy. You guys make the big bucks in TV.
Sure.
I know how it works,
Big
Teddy.
bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, my friend.
Yeah.
Tell you what, we do have a great game tonight.
We have had a great, really good game. Well-played football game. 2 really tough teams. No turnovers in the game. On that one play, on Keel's last play, or second to last play, it had to be a toss backwards because they wouldn't have been able to advance the fumble. So he actually tossed it when he was in traffic.
So you got a 4th and 4 from the 5-yard line. So you can get a 1st down without scoring. Big play here. Keel trying to get a stop. Flag comes
Quarterback
out.
has it.
And that is
caught for a touchdown.
Forte catches it. Touchdown.
But there's a flag that came out early.
Let's see what the flag is. I was celebrating
And
right
I
now.
think it's against Two Rivers from the reaction.
On the offense, 5 yards, still 4th down.
Illegal formation. Okay.
That's an unbalanced formation. There was another guy on the line.
And the Two Rivers coaches up in the booth not agreeing with that call.
Yeah.
7 guys on the
And
line.
so Coach Kevin Shilcox is discussing it with the officials, but they're going to bring this back, march off the penalty.
Because it was a touchdown. He did catch that pass in the end zone.
And that was Zach Corte.
Right.
We saw leave shaken up just a few plays ago.
Exactly.
Caught it from his knees.
So that brings it all the way back to the 10, about the 9, and they can still get a 1st down.
Right.
If they get to the 1, they can get a 1st down. So here we go. 4th down and about 8. Ball on the 10, just outside the 10-yard line.
Well,
So
again,
here we
another
go.
opportunity for Keel to try to get a stop. And a turnover on downs is what they're looking for. Keel trying to extend this lead.
4 wide receivers for Two Rivers. Quarterback has time. Now a flag comes out again as he is sacked back about the 21-yard line. And if it's against Two Rivers, it's a turnover on downs. Let's see what this flag is. All of a sudden, a bevy of flags coming out here.
On the offense.
It is against Two Rivers.
1st down.
Okay, Keel's football.
Well, that was a huge stop.
Huge, yep.
For the Keel Raiders.
They needed that. Definitely needed that. So, ball now on the 21-yard line for Keel. Trailing by 2 scores here, trailing by 14. 5:38 left to play in the 3rd quarter. So Keel hasn't really done a lot on offense for quite a while, Teddy. But midway through that 2nd quarter, they've been stymied here in the 2nd half of their 1st drive. Let's see if they can get something going. Get back into this ball game.
Now they need something. Still plenty of time. On the ground, and
Nice
Gullickson.
Bryce Gullickson came in averaging 106 yards per ball game. The nice hole that time. He does the rest. Game of about 7. Bring up 2nd and 3. Nice job of the offense this time, though, Teddy. Look at that offensive line firing out. Look at that hole right there. Number 56 with a nice block over on that right side. There's Andrew Salm, 6 foot, 200-pounder. So 2nd and 3. Ball on the 28. Kind of a stacked backfield for Keel this time. Quarterback keeper, he has room. He has plenty of room.
And wrestled down near midfield.
Cade Volker that time with a big carry and a big gain up over the 45. So now the Keel offense showing some signs of life.
Well, and this is something we haven't seen a whole lot of this season from Cade Velker. Only 37 rushing yards coming into this game, but a nice run right here.
Yeah, they did a nice job with the halfback motioning to the left. And then Velker, I'm telling you, he's got some wheels. He's got some quick feet.
1st and 10 now on their own 47. Velker to the air.
Overshot his man, yep. He had the receiver over there, number 11, Brandon April. He's their leading receiver, just running a down and out. And that one, I think, sailed as well, Teddy. That wind is at their backs. And that really sailed that time, I thought.
Yeah, that pass had come out before Braden had turned around.
Before he made a turn, right?
Yeah.
It was well past him before he really had a chance to react to it. So 4.5 to play here in the third quarter. Brings up a 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line. Their own 47. You know, again, we've said it before, but what a great setting this is here in Two Rivers for Friday night, isn't it, though? Grass field, 2 teams with, enrollment around 500 or so. This is fun. Love it. Nowhere else I'd rather be.
And a little trickery in the
backfield.
backfield.
Nice job that time. Spinning
Gullickson.
and moving. That's Gullickson again.
I don't know how many guys actually touched the ball on that. We'll have to take a look at this one on the replay, John.
Gained a few, so bring up 3rd down and about 3 now. But that could have been stopped for basically no gain. And does a real nice job.
No, actually, it was just the handoff.
Yeah, it was. I think, but it did a nice job right there. Taken up for a nice gain. So 3rd and 3.
Under 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. A couple of receivers split to the near side again. Velker looks this way.
Looking
now throws
deep.
a deep pass, and that
knocked
is broken
away.
up.
Nice play on the defense. Derek Klinkner. Number 2, Klinkner. That was a nice ball that time by the quarterback. That was right there. Intended receiver was Harrison Zorn. It was well covered, but the defender just closed on that play nicely. Watch this again, Teddy. Quarterback has nice time. Steps up in the pocket real strong. Throws a nice ball. And just a great job, the defender that time. Actually, 2 defenders back there.
Klinkner, the younger of the brother, Derek,
right.
Just the sophomore.
So 4th down and 4 now. For Keel, big play.
3:47 left in the third here, Johnny.
On the Two Rivers 46-yard line, they're obviously going for it.
Velker, little
screen
pass to Gullickson, 1st down and more.
Gullickson inside the 35 down to the 30-yard line.
First time we've seen that little screen
Absolutely.
like that.
Boy, was that set up. Absolutely. That was designed perfectly. Had the lineman out there. He sold it nicely. Put it right in his hands. Big 1st down for Keel right at the 30. So a fresh set of downs. Trailing by 14. Got some nifty players tonight, don't they? I mean, both sides. Just nifty is the best way to describe it. Exactly. So our key word tonight is nifty.
Nifty.
That word's not used enough.
1st and 10 from the 30 to the air again and caught.
Brandon April. And a nice gain once again, taking this one down to about the 11. Oh, excuse me, Brandon April with the reception. One more time, this quarterback stands strong, doesn't he, Teddy? Throws a nice pass right there to his man, April. As I mentioned, leading receiver on the team, leading tackler on the team. And bringing it down to about the 11-yard line, I guess is where they got it marked, right? We're at the 11.
I didn't see a flag, but the
I didn't either. They are talking. You're right. Personal foul is all I heard. Did you hear anything else after that?
And it went against Keel.
Right.
So
wipes out a huge gain.
didn't see the action. Could have been something that was said.
Yeah, we're looking downfield, right?
Don't know. But that is a huge penalty.
Huge penalty. Moving it all the way back now to the, it was about the 32? No, excuse me. 40, 30, 27.
So it was a first. Well, it was a first down,
right? But now it's 2nd and 7.
Well,
correct?
That shouldn't be, because that was a first down and then
I
a
know.
penalty afterwards. So I'm not sure. It should be a first down.
Oh, big play, big defensive play. Huge defensive play that time for Two Rivers. Okay, so I'm confused. I'll be honest with you, Teddy. It was a loss of about 5. So they're all saying 3rd down now.
Yeah, that they set up for third and
11.
and 7.
Right.
And then
the loss.
Okay.
But he had the first down on the initial play and then a personal foul. So, okay. So either way, it's 3rd down. 3rd down and 10 from the 31. So Keel has faced some adversity on this drive. Moving down to the 2-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Low snap.
And Faulkner thought about
help.
running.
He's pointing to the corner of the end zone, looking for
Has
the
a
receiver,
man.
and he has
Is
it.
he in?
Touchdown! Wow, Brandon April. I'll tell you what, that quarterback just did an amazing job, though. Cade Volker was pointing to his receiver, go deep, go deep, go deep, and he did and made the play. Watch your quarterback point to him. Watch, Teddy. Right there. He said, go deeper, and he does, and he separated from the defensive back. What a heads-up play by that quarterback and receiver. Wow.
31-yard strike. And April on the reception. And making sure they got all their people on the field for this extra point. A big extra point coming up here, John.
Trying to make it a 7-point game.
Blake Gardner. And that is good.
Big drive by Kiel. We were talking about it. They had to show some signs of life offensively. They got the big stop on defense when Two Rivers was deep in Kiel territory and then made the big drive down for the touchdown. That was huge for Kiel. Making it a one-score ball game once again. Inside 2 minutes to play here, 3rd quarter.
Well, to get that stop, that turnover on downs.
Right, that was huge, obviously. Then to overcome that personal foul penalty after the first down deep in Two Rivers territory. Those are both huge, big plays.
So we got ourselves a ball game here.
We certainly do. Wow. Wow. Well, we certainly expected it. This is exactly what we expected. It was a tight football game. Two Rivers, of course, ran that 17-game win streak in the regular season. Kiel losing their season opener to Kewanee, which is no disgrace with the way Kewanee is playing once again this year. Then they knocked off Sheboygan Falls, Brilliant, and Manitowoc Roncalli. And Two Rivers, of course, undefeated, losing in the state semifinals last year by a touchdown to Catholic Memorial. So 2 great programs going head-to-head right now.
And now they kick off by Keel, and this one into the end zone.
Into the end zone.
Pull this out to the 20-yard line. Well, every time a team reaches the opponent's 20-yard line, well, they're in the Gallagher's Pizza Red Zone. Check out their restaurants in Swamico and De Pere, as well as 2 locations in Green Bay on West Mason Street and Webster Avenue. Gallagher's Pizza, Italian food, Irish spirit.
I'm surprised the high school football doesn't go like the NFL and move it out further than 20.
Well,
aren't you?
Always a chance they could
I'm going
change
to
the rules.
I'm going to call the WIA office.
Yeah.
Talk to them about that.
They would love to hear from you.
I think they've got me on
Klinkner
taking. He's got some room around that right side and gets a first down, a gain of about 11. Showing those wheels we've talked about.
Kind of a broken play there.
Yeah,
Did a nice
he
job.
really made something out of it. I like his quickness. You don't talk too much about his running ability, but he can run the football. As I mentioned, he came into the ball game with 796 yards passing, 68%. So he's over 800 yards passing midway through the season. That's incredible. Toss. Matthias stacked up. Boy, 3 defenders there that time, including number 84, Ed Lemieux. Lemieux, 6 foot, 180-pound linebacker. They really read that play quickly, Ted. See the defenders out there? Lemieux gets his hand on him first. Big 65 was in the way, Jackson Bartz. And then closed out by Hunter Pitson. But a first down on the play. Minute and a half left to play in the third quarter. Again, this clock just seems relentlessly fast, doesn't it? It's incredible.
And
Matthias, big hole!
The middle.
He could go!
Trying to get by one guy. Bounces off the defender.
Oh, stays in bounds and scores. Wow!
70-yard touchdown run by Chase Matthias.
What an impressive run. 70-yard touchdown run down the right sideline. He had 3 white shirts right on his heels, and he somehow eluded all of them. Just your basic play over right guard. Plenty of real estate in front of him. Sheds the attempted tackle right there on the part of April. Right there, does a great job switching fields, taking it in for the score. 70-yard touchdown run. Wow. Has he had some big plays tonight? How much closer is he to that 5,000-yard mark now, Teddy?
He's picked up about 100 yards in this third quarter.
Alone. An extra point is good.
So back to a 14-point lead. Max Matthias was actually shaken up a little bit.
Yeah, a player is down in the end zone.
Touchdown run. And now another Two Rivers player shaken up.
Down near the line of scrimmage. We're still waiting for him to pop up. And now he does, and he'll limp off the field. That's Jaden Wanick, who's coming off.
Coach
Jaden Winick, 5'9", 220 pounds, offensive lineman.
Coach Shilcox is not happy. He's out there talking to the officials.
Yeah, I saw him really animated. I didn't see what happened or what he was upset about, but he's still giving the ref an earful, it looks like.
Well, had a couple of guys shaken up on the last 2 plays.
Boy, he's still going after the official, Teddy. One of the guys, one of the coaches. Actually, it's the head coach. Wow. Okay, so here we go. He is fired up. Wow. Okay, minute 8 left to play, third quarter now. Back up to 2-score lead for Two Rivers. Let's see if Keel has another answer. They answered last time. So Two Rivers yet to punt in this ball game. And they're right around their scoring average. I believe they came in averaging 36 points per ball game, if I'm not mistaken. But as mentioned, Matthias now well over 700 yards rushing on the season. Good kick. That's about the 12. To about the 31-yard line. That's where Keel will take over.
Now, free of charge, walk in for an injury assessment and immediate evaluation by the Bell & Health Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics team. Save the cost of an ER or urgent care visit for sports injuries for every member of your family. Play like a kid, heal like a pro. Bell & Health, the official healthcare partner of Sports Showdown.
They've helped make me the athlete I am. My recovery. Haven't they, though?
I think so.
Great work they've done.
I think so.
In my body. Yep.
Yeah.
Incredible. So imagine what they can do for you. If they've turned me into this kind of a finely tuned athlete, imagine what they can do for you.
So Keel will start this drive on their own 31.
Quarterback keeper, not much there. Gain of about 2 on the play. Bring up second down and 8. Ball be marked at about the 34-yard line. So second and 8. Both quarterbacks are good athletes, though, aren't they, Ted?
Oh.
I mean, just good. I mean, they throw a ball really nice, but just all around, you can tell just good athletes.
Made some good decisions tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about their passing yardage, among the best in the state through the first 4 weeks.
I mean, Volker's probably at about 900 yards passing now. Halfway through the season. Open. Nice ball once again, Brandon April. Boy, he just puts that thing on a rope, doesn't he? That left-hander southpaw just puts it on a rope.
Out to the 49-yard line. They'll back it up a little bit here, but yeah, another play by Braden April.
Love how he steps into it. Great delivery, great form. Puts it right on the money. So first down from the 48, and I don't think they're going to get this play off before the quarter ends. No.
Yeah.
Quarter ended.
They will stop it. So 3 quarters in the books and a really good game here in the Eastern Wisconsin Conference tonight. 14-point lead for Two Rivers, but Keel is on the move. Fourth quarter action coming up after this timeout. (34-20). It is Two Rivers leading Kiel. Kiel will have the ball first and 10 on their own 47, John.
And now going against the wind. And their pass game has really looked sharp here in the second half. By the way, I want to apologize. You said I've been calling April Brandon instead of Braden.
Yeah.
That's the second time this year I've messed up somebody whose name is Braden and called them Brandon.
I just really like the name Brandon.
I was informed about that last week in Kimberly that I've been doing that. So Braden, April, I apologize to your family and all your friends. Okay?
As we begin the fourth quarter on the ground.
Shifty little run for about 3 yards.
So we talked about how quick that first half
went,
was.
yes. Third quarter did not go quickly.
Didn't
Quarter did not go quickly. Yes. And the boys in the booth pointed that out to me. Right. Wow. It's like, hey, fellas, you know what? You punch a time card, you put in the time. Right, Teddy?
That's right.
I'll tell you what, I'll stick around and help them clean up tonight.
Okay.
I'll roll up cables
They
and
would love that.
whatever else they need.
They would love
I'll do. Oh, wait, tonight? Oh, I can't tonight. Next game, I promise. 2nd and 6. Not much there. Gain of about 2. So bring up 3rd down and 4. Ball right at the 45-yard line of Two Rivers.
So this will be an interesting way you want to handle this fourth quarter. You're down by 2 scores.
Yeah, I think it's 4 down anytime you're south of the 50-yard line.
But also how much time you're taking off between plays here.
Right.
With that clock running.
Right. And they just have not had an answer for the Two Rivers offense in this second half. Two Rivers offense has been incredible. Wrightstown with the win, it looks like it's a final, 15-14 over Freedom. And the Negaunee Miners did beat the Kingsford Flivers 13-12. Oh, stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. That will bring up 4th and about 4.5. Let's just say it that. Loss of about 1 on the play, bringing it back to the 46-yard line.
Well, and
big play here for Keel.
Yeah, you got to go.
You got to go. Like I said, anytime you're south or in this, I don't know my directions very well. What would this be? East?
You're heading
west.
Heading south.
That's south.
That's
okay.
south.
So I was right the first time.
Okay.
So they're okay. I'll take that. Okay.
Into the wind.
Yes.
You only need 4 yards though for a first down. You got a couple of receivers on the right side. One to the left. Volker.
Under pressure. Gets away. He will not get that first down though in that traffic. And he's taken down basically at the line of scrimmage.
Turnover on downs. We'll be back. You're watching Showdown. (34-20). Two Rivers holds on defense. They get the ball back with a 2-touchdown lead. Take the ball on their own 46.
By the way, Wrightstown Freedom not a final. Wrightstown leading 15-14. Fond du Lac leading Kaukauna 20-17. And Kimberly leading Appleton East 41-14. Gain of about 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7. Bring it up to about the 48-yard line, 49-yard line. I'll tell you, I like this Two Rivers offense, though, Teddy. I mean, you want to talk about a 5-headed monster.
We know about the weapons that they had.
Yeah.
Chase Mathias, who just had that 3-4-yard carry, 43 yards rushing in that first half. And it looks like he's got over 100 he had over 100 in the third quarter alone. So
came in averaging 165 a game, so he's going to be right around that again. So 2nd and 6.
Chase.
Matthias stacked up, just keeps those legs rolling for a gain of about 2.
Pretty impressive to be able to get those yards. We had a good angle just watching those legs so low, just trying to work again.
Pistons. Look at the size of his thighs. Wow. De Pere with a win tonight. Bayport with a win tonight. So 3rd down and 5 on the north side of the 50-yard line, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Into Keel territory.
Okay.
And you're going to see a pretty quick fourth quarter here because
I don't think we're going to see a lot of passes.
Rivers,
right.
Well, looking to pick up a first down here.
Might need one here, but other than that, they're going to keep that clock running as much as possible. Thrown over the right side. He has his man and the first down and more.
And he'll keep it inbound, so the clock will
Max
stop momentarily for the
Yep.
chains to move and then start up again.
That was a very impressive play, hitting Max Matthias for the big first down. Great story that our sideline reporter had on those guys. Ashwaubenon leading Preble 27-6 in that ball game.
Yeah, Preston's down on the sideline. Preston, I know that you were talking to Two Rivers. They were pretty excited to get that conference championship last year.
Yeah, they sure were. I mean, it's the first time in 32 years that they had won one. And talking with Coach Showcox this week, there was never really a whole lot of time that they were really bad. But to be able to get that conference crown, I mean, it meant a lot to the program.
Yeah, 32-year drought, now heading to a new conference next year.
Chase Matthias with a carry and a big gain of about 7. Well, you know, Ted, when I first came to Green Bay, Two Rivers was a power. I mean, they were a power. And Jerry Bonino, who this field is named after, was the head coach. So, I mean, it's tradition is great.
Well, you look at the early 80s, the success that they had.
Absolutely.
3 straight state titles in 1980, 81, and 82.
Yep.
More recently,
and then
ironically, state semifinal last year.
Ironically, in this area in the Lakeshore, then right after that, Manitowoc had their unbelievable run. So there was just some phenomenal football played on the Lakeshore in the 80s.
Yeah. Where was Preston then?
Preston, where were you in the mid-80s?
Well, I don't even know if my dad was in college by then, but he was probably getting close.
Okay, all right.
I'll tell you, I think the team, they're really becoming a nifty team again, John.
You're stealing my words now, huh? Wow.
Well done. Out of your vocab there.
Okay, let me ask this. Have you had any fried cheese curds yet?
I have had a fried cheese curd or two, and I tell you what, that's some pretty good stuff.
Not bad, huh?
It's pretty good. You had a good little thing to give me.
Little advice for you?
Advice, yeah.
I have a great doctor. He put me on that diet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, keep listening to him. I'll tell you that.
Help make me the man I am today.
Amen.
1st and 10.
Quarterback keeper has room on the right side.
He's in.
Takes it in.
Touchdown, Two Rivers.
Justin Klinkner. And that is very likely the nail in the coffin right there.
24-yard run by the quarterback, Justin Klinkner.
That kid has just been outstanding tonight. I cannot say a single negative about the way that kid has played football today. Look at the way he ran that fake. Did you see him put the ball behind his back, Teddy? That was incredible. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback do that before.
Well, he's been terrific this season. His 6th rushing touchdown of the season, as the extra point is good.
Do we have to send it to a break? Because you got to take a look. I know you didn't see it.
We got to take a break.
But you got to see this when we come back.
How about when we come back?
Okay.
All right.
You don't have to yell.
We'll be right back. Just under 6 minutes to go, and Two Rivers has opened up a 3-touchdown lead.
Can we take a look?
Yeah.
Watch after he carries out this fake. Watch number 7 after he carries out the fake, what he does with the football. Right there, puts it behind his back. I don't know if I've ever seen a quarterback do that. Have you?
Well, you just...
that was pretty amazing. Yes.
Sensational.
All right. Nifty. It was pretty nifty.
Nifty.
Yes.
There you go.
I'll tell you, you got to have a lot of confidence in your size of your hands and your hand strength to do something like that, because that could easily come loose. You're not as impressed with that as I am for some reason. Okay.
That's very nice.
Wow. Don't you appreciate what you're seeing here?
I love it.
I don't know. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Number 28. Do you think he's earned a varsity letter or two just from tonight? Chase with a deep kick. Oh, and down at the 2-yard line.
Yeah,
the return man. Okay, it's all going Two Rivers' way right now.
Let's step away. You're watching Showdown on TV 32. So just under 6 minutes to go. And Keel takes over after the kickoff on their own 4-yard line. And here's a big run by Bryce Gullickson.
Very nice run. Again, kind of a nifty little move there, just breaking through the defensive line. Brings it out for a nice gain and a first down. So this could be tough sledding, though, obviously, for Keel right now. Have to go 96 yards for a score. But I like the way that Bryce Gullickson has ran tonight. Came in averaging 106 yards per game, 319 on the season. Pressure. Oh, we got away from it nicely.
Velker's got
room
some
on the left side. Close to a first down. Looks like he's just shy. Did a nice little slide there, didn't he?
He did, because
he was going to take a shot.
With Chase Mathias.
I know. I would have done the same. I totally would have done the same. And there was no hesitation.
Well, we were down on the sidelines before the game, and Chase
you
walked right
you
by
don't say that very often. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big running back.
He towered over you.
He was something, man. So 2nd and 1. Sweep. Gets the first down. Nice gain by April with a first down over the 30-yard line. And, I think Keel has said, okay, you know what? We're going to run our offense. We're not going to all of a sudden go trips formation or anything like that and throw it all over the place. Let's just run our offense and, finish strong. With a little over 4.5 left to go in the ball game.
4 more regular season games left for both teams. Keel will be at Chilton next week. And they played a terrific game tonight. And Velker
looking deep. Oh, he's taken down.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
Yeah. And once again, that's Max Mathias. I think he should have just pulled it down and ran with it that time, to be totally honest with you. Looked like he had some yardage on that left side on the sideline, but he's still looking for his receiver to keep going deeper, and it just didn't happen, and then he closed on him.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was Max, you said.
Right.
Man.
Oh, man.
How
many
Max
tackles
Mathias,
does he
Chase
have?
Mathias, Justin Klinkert.
Incredible.
Klinkner, all finished top 4 in the state individual wrestling tournament this past winter. So, you got some great athletes, not only football players on both sides, but other sports.
Chaz Blanke with the carry that time for Keel. I believe that's his first carry of the ball game. 6 foot, 165. Another junior. Basically, this entire team, what you see tonight, you'll see again next year. It's incredible how many underclassmen they have.
Keel.
For Keel,
Yep.
yes. Quick little screen out there. Not really a screen, just a quick toss and run, pitch and run. Gain of about 2. That'll bring up 4th down and about 3.
Or you're talking about some of the guys from Two Rivers hanging out at the beach.
Right.
And, team bonding, things like that. Same thing over on the Keel side. Team bonding pasta dinner nights on Thursday, hosted by upperclassmen families every Thursday evening.
That's great. Super. Get those carbs.
Got to carb up.
Got to carb up
before the game.
I do. Luxembourg Casco 35-14 over Little Chute tonight. Little Chute's first loss of the season. There's the screen. And
Gullickson.
the first down. And a bunch more. Nice play that time by Gull. He's had a heck of a game, hasn't he?
Yeah. Nice season as well.
Really nice season.
And again,
does a little bit of everything. What's that?
A junior.
Right.
Was the leading rusher last year as a sophomore last year.
Wow. Wow. So 2.5 left to go here in the ball game on a beautiful night, beautiful yet breezy night in Two Rivers, Wisconsin. Look out. Oh, nice job. Another nice completion.
Harrison Zorn.
Boy, showing just, I don't know, he's got a certain moxie about him, that quarterback does. Back there. Doesn't seem to panic, doesn't get frazzled, finds guys in traffic with a lot of chaos going on around him. Very impressed with him. So 2nd and 2 now. 2 minutes left to go in the ball game. Looking deep. Nobody open. There's a nice pass. Oh, what a hit. Completion was to Connor Camp, number 12. Chase Kellner with the hit. And he's down right now. Camp is. That was a that was a hit. Let's take another look at that one, Teddy. But it was legal. No penalty or anything called on it. Just an old school football hit. Right there.
Yeah, caught the ball and turned it upfield.
Right.
That defender closing in on him, and hopefully he's going to be all right as they continue to work on him. And we've seen a couple of players shaken up in this game.
Yeah, we've had this scenario at least twice, maybe 3 times tonight. And again, my favorite thing in the world would be to see a high school player jump up and jog to the sidelines. So now the trainers from Two Rivers go over there as well to check them out, to see if there's anything they can do. Everybody's on a knee right now.
Safety first. And
he didn't have a chance to protect himself. He
No,
caught
it
the
was
ball
a
and
catch
turned
and
up.
turned.
It was just a, bing, bing type of thing. And when you don't have that time to just, kind of hunker down, that's when it's tough. So still working on him. And
it looks like
he's,
well, we can see his legs
right
moving. Well, while they work on him, we can tell you that we've got week 6 of the high school football season coming up next Friday, and we head to the Northeast Conference. Fox Valley Lutheran visiting Little Chute. Next Friday, 7 o'clock right here on TV 32. Have you seen a score lately on Little Chute?
Yes, they were defeated by Luxembourg Casco.
So Little Chute
35-14. Wrightstown gets the win over Freedom, 15-14. Fond du Lac leading Kaukauna, 34-24. And those are the main scores. De Pere was a winner. Bayport was a winner. Kimberly leading Appleton East, 41-14. So that's where we're at right now. And looks like he's sitting up. Camp is.
Yeah,
trainers are still with him.
They'll take as much time as they need for this young man to.
No question, but at least he
catch
is
his
sitting
breath.
up.
Yeah.
I mean, when you see that, it's a good sign, a really good sign. Like I said, I just want to see him pop up and walk off the field. That's when you know everything's okay. But again, it wasn't a dirty hit. It was just a bang bang play where he caught the ball, and as soon as he turned, the defender already had a beeline on him, and he had about a 6-yard running start. And when he turned, they collided. He just did not have any chance to protect himself. Fox Valley, by the way, a winner.
He's on his feet.
He's on his feet. Fantastic. Wonderful to see. Connor Camp. Very good to see. As he walks to the sideline. Another final here, Teddy. You're mentioning Fox Valley.
Yep.
Winners tonight over Denmark, 35-7. Right there.
Fox Valley Lutheran.
So with the win tonight, so they go into that game next week.
Yeah, both teams will be
4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, it's a good matchup.
Big game coming up next week.
I know I've never done a game here at Two Rivers before tonight, and I don't think I've ever done one at Little Chute. So a couple of new locales for us.
We've been there.
Not me though.
Yeah.
It was
we didn't tell you that week.
You didn't tell me where I was, or you didn't tell me you had a game that week. Which was it?
We'll let you figure
one of the two. Okay. Wow. Tough crowd, tough booth.
Nice run
Take it to
here.
the right side once again.
Yeah.
Number 41, Chaz Blanke. The nice gain of about 7.
Two Rivers.
But Two Rivers will roll on.
Yeah. Extend their
Who do they have next week, Teddy?
regular season win streak to 18 games with a win tonight as they get ready to visit Kohler, Sheboygan Lutheran.
Intercepted.
Christian.
And why not? Number 28.
Chaz Matthias.
He's thrown touchdown pass or throw a big pass and ran for a couple of touchdowns. Why not pick one off? We conclude an amazing night for that young man.
Big night for him and Two Rivers. Well, U.S. Cellular is giving away $20,000 for a distraction-free vacation. To enter and for official rules, go to 20kvacay.com. No purchase necessary, void where prohibited.
And I'm sure it's just going to be a kneel down from here on out for the Raiders of Two Rivers, I should say. By the way, I like their fight song, Anchors Away. Did you catch that? Did you catch it? Yeah, I like that.
Very cool.
Reminds me when I was at the Air Force Academy. I mean, the Naval Academy. One of those academies I was at one time, way back.
In Little Chute.
Yeah. So there's the kneel down, the first of 2 kneel downs he'll have to do.
You know, people are going to look at this box score tomorrow and see 41-20 and not realize what a terrific ball game this really was.
Absolutely. Then it just got away from him there in that fourth quarter. It had been a one-score game again in the second half. And then Two Rivers just with some big, big plays.
Yep. So Two Rivers improves to 5-0 on the season. And they lead the Eastern Wisconsin Conference. Kiel will drop to 3-2 after a gutsy performance tonight against one of the best teams in the state. Two Rivers ranked number 3 in the latest state rankings. And now you see exactly
why.
All
Like I said, if you're from the western part of the state and don't know much about them, you're going to be shocked at the athleticism and the toughness of this football team.
All right, we'll be back, wrap this one up, and get you ready for next week after this timeout. (41-20), Two Rivers with the win over Kiel tonight. And if you're just joining us, you missed one heck of a ball game. That 3-touchdown win by Two Rivers, a little deceiving.
Yeah, no question.
Score-wise, to take nothing away from Two Rivers, impressive performance by them. But Kiel was really game for this one.
These are 2 really good football teams for their division. They really and truly are. And not to belabor the point about Kiel, but almost every guy on that team is going to be back. They still have a half a season to go, so they're still a developing football team. But Two Rivers, I'm telling you, this is a tremendous team. The talent they have, the size they have, the quarterback they have, the Matthias brothers. I didn't see any weak spots out there, Teddy, to be totally honest with you. Look out for this team to roll from here on out.
Yeah,
and not that they haven't been rolling. As we mentioned, 18 wins in a row.
Yeah, not too bad in the regular season for Two Rivers. They extend that win streak to 18 games in the regular season. Chase Matthias did have 3 touchdowns in this game, including that 70-yard touchdown run to pretty much put it away in the third quarter. Matthias ended up with about 148 yards rushing, so he's just over 100 yards away from reaching a career milestone of 5,000 career yards.
So he could get that next week.
So, yep, and he'll head into the record books.
You know, I remember when I think it was John who did the pre-season story on Two Rivers during their training camp, John Miller, and I'll tell you what, it was a team with confidence. I remember the interview he did with those kids. It wasn't a cockiness, Ted. It was just a very confident, level-headed, mature type of attitude they had coming into this season, and that's kind of the way they play. Very methodical, not getting crazy excited or anything. It's like they have so much confidence in themselves, they expect to go out and win football games.
Yep. One other quick note, Justin Klinkner with his touchdown pass to Christian Piles. That tied a school record with 50 career touchdown passes for him. Hey, don't forget to join us next week. Big game coming up in the Northeastern Conference. We've been talking about it. Fox Valley Lutheran heading to Little Chute. Both
Undefeated.
teams 4-1.
4-1, that's right. And by the way, again, happy birthday to Max Gates.
That'll do it for us. Big win for Two Rivers, 41-20 over Kiel. For John Mino and Preston Stolber, I'm Ted Stefaniak. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week in Little Chute.
Tonight's game on TV 32 is brought to you by these proud local sponsors: U.S. Cellular, Bell & Howell, Simon's Specialty Cheese, Gandred on West Mason, Gallagher's Pizza, North Star Dental, Witt Family Ford, Cobeson Buses, Vake's Fox Valley Coin and Diamonds, and Security Loop Key Roofing.
A trusted part of the Fox Valley business community since 1964, Vake's Fox Valley coin, diamonds, etc. is the only place you should think of to buy or sell your gold, silver, or platinum jewelry or valuable coins. Vake's buys anything gold, silver, or platinum, as well as all U.S. collector coins. Turn some of your unwanted items into extra money. Trusted for over 40 years and always paying top dollar. Vake's Fox Valley Coin in Kimberly. Find us downtown Kimberly or check us out online at foxvcoin.com.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.